Hey guys, in this video, we're going to talk about finding the missing side lengths. So yesterday we talked a little bit about finding scale factors. So what are the dimensions for something to be getting bigger or getting smaller? So before we find scale factors, sometimes we have to find a missing side length. So we're going to talk about that real quick. So on slide 2, it says set up a proportion to find your missing side lengths. Make sure to match up the corresponding sides. So what I always tend to do is the corresponding sides are on top of each other on the left and the right. So I kind of take my first figure's side and put it on the top. Then I figure out the corresponding and put that below it. And then on the other side, the same shapes on the right, on the top, and then on the bottom. So let's try this one. We'll see how my handwriting is on here. I'm going to do it in white on the purple. So I'm going to have my little proportion set up. So see how we have our different corresponding sides. So 8 meters is going to correspond to 4 meters. How do I know that? Well, I know that it's between the 1 arc and the 2 arcs. So I'm going to set it up and have it be 8 over 4. So when you write these, you should be writing your units, but since I'm writing on the computer, I want you to kind of do that for me. So then let's look at our other correspondings. Would be D is corresponding to 5. So when we set it up, 8 is in the same triangle as D. So D is going to go on the top, and then 5 is going to go on the bottom. So now we just cross multiply and divide. So 8 times 5 divided by 4. So D equals 10. And then this is where you do need your units. So we talked yesterday a little bit about scale factor doesn't need your units, but we're talking about what this side length is. So the biggest thing here is making sure that when you put it in your proportion, you put it in correctly. So again, what I do is I do 8 over 4 because those are the 2 corresponding sides, and then D over 5 are the 2 corresponding sides. But the units on top and on bottom are from the same triangle. Okay, so that's the way that I would set that one up. You could have done it a little bit differently and done 8 over D equals 4 over 5, and you would have gotten the same thing. But that's totally up to you. Let's look at this next one. So think about how we're going to set it up. So we're going to set up our proportion and find our length for D. So again, we got to think about our corresponding sides. So 18 corresponds with 90. So we're going to do 18, and you should be writing feet, over 90 feet equals the the corresponding ones would be 20 over D. So cross multiply and then divide, and hopefully that you will see that that will equal 100, and you can put it right here in this little box up here. And then make sure you take a picture of your work and insert it. So now let's talk about the scale factor. Remember, we do our new over our original. So this is our OG on the left. Remember, the first one on the left is your original, and then your second one is your new. And to find scale factor, you do your new over your original. So in this case, our new could be, you could do D or you could still do 90. I'm just going to do 90. Over the original, which was 18. So you're going to do 90 divided by 18. So then your scale factor would be 5. And again, it's getting bigger. So I want you to try the next ones and then check the key. There's one I want you to see, for number 6. It's not drawn correctly because it looks like it's getting bigger, but the numbers are actually getting smaller. So for that one, just stick with the numbers and assume that it's getting smaller, and assume that this 15 is your new and the 15 is your original and the 3 is your new, and it's just getting smaller. So go ahead and make sure the picture should have been getting smaller. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and go ahead and finish the rest of your Google Slides. Make sure you are inserting the picture of your work. You just have to show your proportion. Thanks, bye.